Good morning, everyone. So wonderful to see you all and see all the names and faces popping into our magical virtual Sangha here. I'm going to pause just for a moment and let everyone arrive. Before we get started, two logistical announcements. One is, for those of you who have been on and are familiar with Zoom, this won't be relevant to you, but if you're not familiar with Zoom, you can choose your view, which is, I think, perfect for our Dzogchen sitting here. You can choose your view, and if you look in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see it says view, and then you'll see tiles, like a domino tile. And you can click on that, and you can decide how you want to look at the screen, or even, frankly, if you want to look at the screen. So it's really your personal preference. So you can be in gallery view, you can be in speaker view, you can hide yourself view. So just to give you a chance to make that choice, how you want to visually engage with our Zoom room here. And I love that I see some of you are outside. And so when you're outside, certainly let your view be that view. There's no need to look at the tiles on the screen. And the second announcement is that many of you ask sometimes when you can't make the sitting and oftentimes when you can, but you would like to revisit some of the teachings. And so we post, Menla actually posts all of the meditation town halls onto Lama Surya Dasa's YouTube channel. This week I'll be sending an email out to all of you who are on our email list. If you're not, I'll send you the email that you can join with a link to that channel. And you can go back as far as 5-6 years, certainly 5-6 years in terms of these meditation town halls, but even further in terms of teachings that Lama Surya has on that page. So you can use that as you wish. Good morning and welcome to Meditation Town Hall. I'm Kelley Amadei. I will be leading us in our practice today. And again, I'm always just so grateful for your presence and for your practice and for the honor of being able to be here and share a bit of my practice with you. So find a seat, find a comfortable seat, and remember that whatever form you choose that in is not as important as your presence. And so don't allow the sitting and where you're sitting to be an obstacle to the practice. And as you find yourself settling into your seat, settle into your body. Depending on what time zone you're in, you may, maybe lunchtime or dinner time, or you may be just getting up and moving. Let yourself fully arrive in whatever form that takes. And as you connect to your body, you can begin to connect to your breath, noticing where it is, noticing the quality of it. Not necessarily needing to do anything with it, but just being aware. And we're going to begin today with some chanting. As always, Take what you like and leave the rest, including if you want to chant along or you want to just sit and receive. And we're going to begin with our Pali refuge and bodhicitta and the 4 vows. We'll begin with taking refuge. It really is an essential, foundational entry point to this practice, which is allowing and being with this practice as refuge. And then taking it further, allowing yourself, your I, your Buddha nature, to be in the world, in refuge, and creating refuge around you, for those around you. So we will chant this twice in Pali, and then we'll do the English once, and then we'll do the bodhicitta prayer. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the fully awakened, perfectly enlightened Lord Buddha. Buddham saranam gacchami. Dhammam saranam gacchami. Sangham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami. Dhammam saranam gacchami. Sangham saranam gacchami. I take refuge in the enlightened Buddha. I take refuge in the sublime Dharma teaching. I take refuge in the noble Sangha community. From now until reaching perfect Buddhahood, for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception, I shall practice the 6 perfections wholeheartedly day and night. Sentient beings are numberless. We vow to liberate them. Delusions are inexhaustible. We vow to transcend them. Dharma teachings are boundless. We vow to realize them. The Buddha's enlightened way is unsurpassable. We vow to embody it. I love to begin my practice with these chants and prayers, with taking refuge, as a very pointed reminder of what it is that we're here doing, of what it is and why it is that we're here doing. And I think in this moment in time, this moment only moment, it's extraordinarily poignant to be seeking refuge, to be providing refuge to be seeking, embodying our true nature, expressing bodhicitta, being love and compassion in the world, being a refuge for those who don't have it. You know, at the essence of our practice, one way that I think about what we're doing is uncovering freedom, uncovering our true nature, which is naturally free. And it makes me think about, what is freedom? Who's entitled to freedom? How do we find, accept, realize freedom? And there's so many different perspectives which we can look at that from. We will leave the political perspectives outside of this space, but we'll talk about the essence of freedom, the essential truth that all beings inherently are entitled to being free. All beings. And as the Buddha teaches, freedom is right here. Freedom isn't for the purposes of our practice right now because we're privileged and we're here and we're sitting and not seeking safety. Freedom is right here. Freedom is here for us to uncover and realize fully. This practice is an opportunity to be with what is happening right now. It's an opportunity to look directly at the nature of mind. And to notice that there's nothing to improve and nothing to abandon. And in fact, there's nothing to even seek. Even in the act of seeking, of looking, of longing, in a way, we turn away from ourselves. So the good news is our job is to rest. A rest in the spaciousness of the moment. Rest in the truth that we are free. Longchenpa describes freedom as spaciousness. This is a quote. Freedom is spaciousness, an unbounded field, where all experience arises and dissolves like mist. All experiences arise and dissolve like mist. So when you see phenomena as appearances, and by phenomena I mean anything you can see, anything you can touch, anything you can hear, anything you can taste, anything you can feel, anything that arises in this expanse, the space around you, when you can see it as not as fixed or as inherently existent, permanent, then our habitual clinging drops away. And our mind becomes more open. Wide open, in fact. And freedom is no longer a destination. It's the natural condition of where we are. It's the natural condition of every being. So we're going to do a short practice. We're going to do a few short practices today with a little of instruction in between. So I invite you to sit again, to arrive again, present and aware, attentive, and relaxed. What if there was nothing else to do? What if all that was required was to just be? Allowing freedom to be the natural condition. So sit, find the position that works best for you. Eyes open or closed. In Dzogchen, we encourage eyes open, but you are free to make your own choice here. You know what you need. Drop into your body, drop into the space around you. Not visualizing, not analyzing, just allowing. All right, let's break it up. Break up the obscurations, break up perhaps the spacing out that can happen when we meditate and can be confused for clear light. Only you can know the truth of what's happening. Yeah. Good. Joel's stretching. If you want to stretch, stretch. And Lama has been teaching for years, many quickies, few longies. Keep coming back to the moment, back and back and back. No extra credit for longer forced sits. From where you are right now, something is happening. And our practice is to be with that which is happening, that basic ground from which all arises. And our sense of being, our consciousness that sits in this body, right? We're not here without our body. Creates certain causes and conditions around us. Some of that could be joyful, some of that could be painful. The body itself can be a distraction, aches and pains and hunger and thirst, seeking comfort. Our work is to be with all that is arising. And to seek, and I say seek with a loosely, but to seek that which remains, to seek that which is unceasing. So if I tell you I was in the most beautiful place and I was standing on top of this mountain, and in the view of the mountain was a double rainbow down below me. This actually happened to me when I was in South Africa. I was on Table Mountain and I was meditating and I looked out and there was this array of 2 rainbows. But because of the position of the mountain, that is something like 280 million years old, I was looking down at rainbows. I had never had that experience before. And in that moment, I wanted to capture it. I wanted to grasp it. I wanted to share it. But if I said to you, go to Table Mountain tomorrow to see the rainbow, what's the likelihood that those rainbows will be there? Is low. It could happen, we don't know. But that moment is just that. It was just that moment. Right, so all conditioned things are impermanent. All constructed things, is another way to say it, are impermanent. So all of these arisings that we experience in our daily life, that is what's impermanent. So then that begs the question, what is permanent then? And what is unceasing is our true nature. What is unceasing is our Buddha nature. It's unconstructed. It's unconditioned. It just is. Right? And that's what we're looking to connect with, to get a glimpse of, to be reminded of. The pain in my knee, the sound happening in the background, the thoughts that are arising, even the double rainbow in South Africa. impermanent. My true nature is always here. It's always, that's where the freedom is. It's always right here. And this practice helps us, the teachings, the practice, our gurus, our lamas, our rinpoches, help us, point us in the direction of recognizing it. So wherever you are, you're sitting on the floor, on a chair, on the ground, on a couch, you're here, right now, and nowhere else. So let's be here. Let's bring awareness to our awareness. And allow all the arisings to arise and dissolve on their own. A loving, gentle gaze, an open, wide gaze, so spacious that nothing can perturb it. Because the moment you know your true self, fear drops. And as Ram Dass says, to be free in the world, I must die to the world, and then all is mine. And the universe is my body. And this body is just an expression, and I am absolutely free. The mind will not bring you freedom. It is what brings us into bondage. It's what brings us into feeling unfree. So we're going beyond our mind here. Nothing to do. Just be. The universe is your body. Nothing to do. Just be. Literally do nothing. Don't even be yourself. The self that we know in the world. Just be. Aware of awareness. Nothing to realize. Relax and allow. The more we relax and the more we allow, it is right there. It's so close we can't see it. So we relax into it. Opening the shutter of the mind. Expanding our view. Gazing out and up and down and around. Open, open, open all at once. Aware of awareness itself, resting in that. As sense objects arise, including my own voice, neither indulge nor suppress. Just allow. Allow it to arise within the space around you. With your awareness directed outward, your awareness becoming aware of or drawn to any senses, thoughts, pleasant or unpleasant. Don't look at the context of the experience. Don't look at the thing itself, the thought itself. Turn your attention to the ground, to the spaciousness in which it's arising. Not the thing. Turn awareness in on itself. read 3 short poems. We'll finish with a prayer. This first one is mine. I don't need to seek truth. In rest, truth will find me. In nature, nothing is at a standstill. Everything pulsates, appears, and disappears. Heart, beating, breath, digestion, sleep, waking, birth, and death. Everything comes and goes in waves. A rhythm, harmonious alteration of extremes. No use rebelling against the pattern of life. There is only life. There is no one who lives a life. By itself arising, by itself liberating. And the last one is by Rebecca Elson. It's called Antidotes to the Fear of Death. Sometimes, as an antidote to fear of death, I eat the stars. Those nights lying on my back, I suck from them the quenching dark, till they are all inside me, pepper hot and sharp, and all of us and everything already there, but unconstrained by form. So let's finish here. Do dedication of virtue to complete realization and the bodhicitta dedication. Gewa di nudu dak zopa chempo dupgyune drowa chikyang malupa deyi sala gopa shok. Through this virtue, may we swiftly realize and fully embody the natural great perfection, and thereby bring all, without exception, to its complete realization. Jonchuk Semchok Rinpoche Makye Panam Kegyoshik Ke Panyam Parme Payang Gonde Gondu Pelwar Shok. May the pure, brilliant sun of bodhicitta dawn in each and every heart and mind, dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion unstoppably until all are illumined and awakened. My deepest gratitude to our lineage, to all our lineage holders, to Lama Surya Das for his undying devotion to sharing the Dharma and his wisdom. And again, to all of you for your loving, compassionate essence. I encourage you to share anything you want to share, to ask any questions you want to ask. I will put the poems as well as a link to the Dzogchen Foundation where you can make donations in the chat. I'll keep the room open for a couple of minutes after we end. Any questions or sharing? You can raise your hand or you can put it in the chat. Right. Well, thank you all. Love to you all. Please join us next week. Elizabeth and John will be leading us in their beautiful practice. And have a safe, beautiful week.